get this thing to work all night long and it's not working. Or you might cry if you're a graduate student and you're really frustrated. But really what you need to do is you need to ask for help. And traditionally what you do is you leave your working environment and you go to your email or some other webby place where you, how do I make this work? But there's a problem. There's a lot of information missing in that interaction, namely the entire environment that you're working in, all the paths and all the modules. It's usually the case that the person that's giving you the support has to turn the question back at you and say, can you give me this additional information that you left out because you just sent me an email in a total panic about everything. So I want to present to you a helper today that will help with that. It's called HelpMe. By the way, the colors in this recording, so I apologize if anyone is offended by that green. The basic idea of HelpMe is that we're going to be posting a question or an issue to an endpoint. The endpoint can be GitHub, can be user voice, which is a question board, or it can be Discourse, which is this newest helper that I've added today. And so the basic idea is that we need to generate a token. The token is going to let us post to this Discourse board. And the easiest way to do that is first from your local machine. And so to make this easy, I've created HelpMe. Run that container, we're going to use IT, which means interactive terminal. And we're going to change the entry point to bash, because if you just run it regular, it's going to just run the client. And the name of the container is Vanessa Help Me. So that should work. Yeah, my computer is kind of sucking balls right now. It's a little bit slow. Okay, so we're inside the container and we can do which help me to see that it is installed. And yes, this is a mini conda container. I'm guilty. I kind of like mini conda as a base. So help me, we can look quickly at the help. Yes, help me has a help menu. And we see the basic usage. The basic usage is say help me and then the helper. And then in the terms, and then we might want to put like the endpoint we're going to. So for example, Discourse board could be neurostars.org, neurostars.org. And so since we know our helper, it's not GitHub and it's not user voice, let's change this to Discourse. Okay, so the first thing it says, hi friend, I'll help you ask a question to a Discourse board today. What's your Discourse username? My name is usually my email. Your username is usually your email if you don't remember. What category? I don't actually know, so I'm just going to put in categorize. It may not even be a board. A meaningful title for your question or issue. How do I post a question to neurostars.org via the help me command line client? It's good to have good spelling in these things, unlike me with my dinosaur fingers. Please provide detail. I want to use the client at vsoc help me to ask a question. Please help. Enter. Okay, would you like to send a terminal recording? So this is really important. This is where, well, let's step back for a second. If this was a real post, we would actually want to trigger the error and say like, oh my God, look what's going on. Look at all the error messages. Oh my God. But we're not triggering an error, so instead we're just gonna be like, look at my file system, ls. Oh, let's show them the present working directory, and that's all I got. Okay, so once you're done, you type exit, the ask enigma exits, and then it says, hey, here's the whitelisted list of environment variables I wanna send. Is this okay? Oh my God, I just did a Trump thing. Don't do that. Okay, so yes, that's okay. So here's where you need to ask for a token. And so we're going to copy paste this URL to our browser, and you only need to do this once, and you can also do it on your client if you don't want to use Docker like I am. Copy paste it there. It's going to say, hey, you can help me get access, and you're like, sure, authorize. And then at this point, we're going to copy paste this long nonsense right here, go back to our container, Control V, and then I believe Control D will end that. Yeah, and categorize the board. So we actually just posted to help me, and this issue is really terrible, and I feel really bad because I feel like I'm spamming neurostars.org with really bad questions. For now, it's okay. So when we go here, we will see our terrible question. There it is. Please help me. Yeah, I really need help. So here's the environment, and we can also click here to view the ask enigma.org. And this is really cool because this is where the support staff would actually be able to watch what you did, sort of not in real time, but time, but it's obviously after the fact. They can also do things like copy paste. Obviously when I first, so this is like the worst recording ever. And because we're anonymous here, it says, we're none. But anyway, so at this point, if you're using the Docker container, you want to be sure to copy paste which is here. And since we're root in the Docker container, it's here. You're going to want to put that in your user home on your cluster. Also, I'm not going to show you that because you'll see my token. I don't want to show you my token. So once you have that, if you install this on your cluster, you can install it with pip. So pip install HelpMe, and then specifically Discourse needs some special libraries. And you're also going to want to add the user flag. And that's it. You can post questions to GitHub, issue them to Discourse boards. If you're an administrator, you can look at the site for further details about how you can actually customize the installation and the whitelisted list of environment variables. And that's about it. If you have a special endpoint that you want to add or something cool that you want to work on, or just have a question, please reach out to me. I am here for you to develop things, and I won't know if you have a problem, a question, dilemma, pregunta, unless you ask me. So that's all I got for today. Dinosaur out.
Dinosaur.